Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great weekend thus far. Melky, Iceman, Flap, Wreck, Jonathan, Gosu, Thunder, Sukana. Sorry if I did not pronounce your name correctly. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today we are doing the Alliance Directive for double time to gain march speed by hitting, I believe it's 20 barb forts in 2 hours, something like that. Shouldn't be an issue. We're going to pop that off at 17:30 UTC, so just a little bit under a half an hour. Mystique, what's going on? Good to see ya. We did some barbing this morning, nothing crazy. I have not tied the karate chop sound to your animated emoji yet, Snow Goose, so my apologies for that, but thank you very much for the 10 gifted. All the members know what to do. Drop some Snow Goose emojis in the chat, please. Help me thank him for his 10 gifted. If you've got a gifted membership from Snow Goose, please take a moment to thank the man personally. Great supporter of the stream, not just mine, but many of the content creators out there, and I know we all appreciate it. Where was I? Did some barbing this morning, nothing crazy. But I broke the top 100. Oh boy. 15th in the Alliance. We still got a ton of AP to use. What was thing? 750 bottles of each. So we're gonna be fine. Again, I don't try and get top 20 honor at all. It takes way too much time. Way too much time and effort. Did that once, never again. So as long as we get those base rewards, I think it's 100,000 honor points in Tides of War. Fantastic. Our first ruins are tomorrow, 15:02 UTC. So very shortly after we get done with our Ark of Osiris match, which, by the way, looks like it could potentially be against Black Pink, or excuse me, not Black Pink, but one of the Mimi alliances. I know they have this logo on their alliance banner, and the power and kill points leads me to believe that it is probably one of their kingdoms, especially with only 28 people in that match. So could be an interesting one tomorrow. What's going on, Captain and Alloys? Good to see you guys here. DS Snow, you as well. So it'd be a good challenge, right? I mean, you know, we want to do Osiris League the next time it pops up, and it's not going to make us any better playing teams that are easy. That's my biggest gripe about those initial group stages of the Osiris League is it doesn't help good teams fight other good teams and prepare for what they're going to see later on in the elimination rounds or in the top 16 or top 32. I think we would stand a good chance in those initial group stages anyway. Even though it is kind of organized chaos in our matches, people seem to want to do their own thing and not fill structures all the time. Rambo gets kind of animated from time to time. Let's see, what can we grab for forts? Is there a march speed one? That would be outstanding. Health, troop attack. Let's just go for the attack. fights going on anywhere we can watch for, what, 15, 20 minutes? Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I want Thunder. I want attack or march speed or something while we're doing forts, and then I'll grab the AP one again. Just trying to see if I recognize any of these kingdom numbers. What's up, Viper? Good to see you. You can zero master live on stream for content. I mean, that takes 3 minutes. I don't know why it is when I load into a KvK map to spectate, it's really friggin' laggy for like the first 2 minutes. Oh, I know, Captain Stinkfist has a bunch of armament chests open. He offered to let me spectate him on Discord while he did that, but he will have much better luck if he does that while I'm not streaming. I get it, it's content, but I don't want the man to have god-awful luck. So you're set up in a Rock Official. Is that a new content creator program? What? No, they just asked a bunch of content creators to give a short of their setup. Where do they play? What does their setup look like? So, I threw mine at them, and I was lucky enough to get it put in their video. But nothing you saw in that video was reward for being in a content creator program. I'm still the lowest level in that content creator program, right? I don't do videos. In order to rise up through the ranks of their content creator program, you got to do a certain number of videos per month. If they ask you to do a video spotlight on something, you kind of got to do it. I mean, it's got to be children friendly, so like, fuck that. I just have fun streaming. So I think, there's apprentice creator, and then associate creator, and then partner creator, something like that. So I'll probably be on the bottom rung my entire YouTube career, if you want to call it a career, right? But that's totally fine. I get some graphics for free. I get basically a direct line to their customer service and their community managers, so it's all good. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll save zeroing Dave until after KvK if he doesn't perform, right? Basically a shout out, so I mean, look at Dirty Dan, right? He was streaming on some of those official Ark of Osiris matches. He didn't get a huge influx of subscribers from it, and quite frankly, I'm happy where I'm at. Hey Dan, I was just talking about you. So getting a shout out on one of the Rise of Kingdoms videos, yeah, it's a good thing, but doesn't mean that I'm all of a sudden gonna get 100,000 subscribers overnight, and I don't want that either. I'm very happy with the community that we have here. I've got great people that are always visiting the chat, smart people, and You know, I don't get a lot of the random questions that some of the bigger content creators like Chizgul or Chadsky's growing really quick. But then, you know, they put out that content. Oh, here's a tier list of armaments. Here's a tier list. I don't do that. You know, I just live stream and have fun. You know, I am who I am. I'm not fake. I don't try to be somebody I'm not. See, look, lag. I don't understand. Why is it? We better not have lag when we're actually playing KvK. I'm here for Lambo leaks. Or Lambo wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, we got great people, we got smart people in the chat, and then there's Captain Stinkfist. I mean, hey, all right. Should be a fun KvK, I hope. Which kingdom are you in? You know, I mean, I learn more from you guys in chat than you probably learned from me, and that's totally fine, you know? It's like hanging out in the interaction. I never claimed to be the smartest Rise of Kingdoms person in the world. I might be one of the dumber ones, right? Because I will send 5, 6, 7 marches into a murder ball and sad face them every time. 2456. Ah, you're our allies on an Earth camp. Nice. Good luck in that first zone with fire. They look like they are going to be tough. We've got our hands full with 1961, 3303, 1052, 3231. Some highly active kingdoms there. And 1052 has got, what was it, 20 players over 100 million power, 2 players over 200 million power. So some Krakens in that kingdom. Yeah, last KvK we fought against your campmates in, what was it, 3052? I don't think they wanted to fight us again. They did not have a pleasant time fighting 1029 in our last Tides of War against them. Great people, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, it's the nicer thing about playing in 1029 is most of the KvKs we've been in, there's not a lot of toxicity in Lost Kingdom chat, and they've killed Lost Kingdom chat to a point where, yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous, this whole thread thing. So Lost Kingdom chat is pretty much done. I have not... okay, I take that back. Out of about 30 people that I've heard their opinions on Lost Kingdom chat, only one person has said they like it better this way. I forget which content creator that was. Every other content creator that I've spoken to or interacted with in the creators Discord has been, yeah, this sucks. Bring back old Lost Kingdom chat. I wanted to stinky all day in Lost Kingdom chat. Yeah, I've posted maybe once or twice in there. I mean, I showed this last night, but I did scout Slouty, who's one of the 200 million power players, the R5 of 1052. Has been for a long time, and doesn't have a lot of resources open, which, you know, if he's going to random teleport and take city rallies, that's probably a good thing, but, and I know he can get resources fairly quickly in 1052. I think it's common knowledge there's a content creator Discord. divulge information directly from it, but name names. We'll call Dan out though. I think Dan's the one who got them to change this. No, I'm just kidding. Philip, we kind of talked about Philip yesterday, right? I think it'll be a good addition to some lineups to replace that debuffing march, but I personally am not going to expertise him quickly. I think he'll be best utilized in Canyon. I promise you he'll be the first one I target on the field if I see him. Okay, armament wish list. Sure, Justin. So, every time you get a rare or special inscription, this wish list ticks up. Excuse me, a rare inscription. This wish list ticks up. So if you get 10 rare inscriptions, if you get 9 rare inscriptions, your 10th is going to be your selected special inscription. Okay, so this number, this 0 to 10, mine reset because I just got my special inscription, what was it, a week and a half ago? But if we look at arch formation, right? Oh, I forgot it's not on Lucci anymore. It's on Mr. Wallace here. My wish list is 5 out of 10. So I need to get 4 more rares. Now, if I get a special inscription, the next chest I open, this resets to 0. Right? But if I don't, this is the pity system. Got to get 4 more rares, and then my next rare will be a guaranteed special. And up here, you can tell, okay, this is the pity system for rares. So of the next 56 legendary armaments I acquire for arch formation, I'm guaranteed to receive an armament for the arch formation with a rare or special inscription. So if I get the special in the next 56 chests I open, this resets to 0. If I get the rare, this ticks up to 6. That makes sense? Yeah, Master, that'll be the first march that I target. If I see Philip on the field, I will be targeting him immediately before I target archers. Crystal? What? Crystal what? I mean, this is what, day 5 of KvK? This is where my crystal tech is currently at. Oops. Done. Tag formation 9. We're working to get these all up to 10 now. Because before past 4 opens, I want the 6th march. But I gotta get Swift Marching 3 to level 5 first, which requires Swift Marching 2 to level 7, which requires all this crap to level 10. So we should be able to get our 6th march there before past 4 opens. I really don't care about special medicines. I've got plenty of resources. I think water's strong, absolutely. 1961 has very good leadership there. I think they're second in kill points overall in the KvK, if I'm not mistaken. We can look here. In the pre-KvK, 3303, 3231 did very well. So we know they're active. So as long as 1052 and 1961 have the garrison and rally leads, you know, I think those two kingdoms in the 3200, 3300 range will be able to keep structures full, keep rallies full, and be a huge nuisance on the field with numbers. So I honestly believe in my heart that this is a fair matchup. You know, I believe Wind Camp wanted to ally with us, or at least someone from Wind Camp was telling me this. But I don't think that would have been fair. Just my opinion, though. Crystal clear. Okay. All right. So that's how their pity system works, right? With the armaments. I'm working on my wedge formation stuff now, since I've got, you know, this is my archer wedge formation, my cavalry wedge, meh. Second archer wedge, looking pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. And this is our infantry wedge formation. So I'll be archer garrison, I'll be archer rally lead, so that's what I'm focused on. Since we have a couple of special inscriptions already for the arch formation, infantry, that's what we're going for. No siege? Yeah, I've got a siege march. Where is she? Right, my armaments are garbage. Boost, guarded, assertive, and line shot. And if we have to use siege, or if we decide to use siege, this is the equipment we'll move over. Right, the leadership set, although these are infantry pants and infantry boots, but I mean, we won't have the drums if we move it over. Drums I'll put on one of my open field marches, probably switch the drums with Shajar here. Hey, what's going on, Electro King? Alright, so what, this says 7 minutes, so let's start a 10-minute rally. That gives us 9 minutes. Happy's got a rally up already too. Let's join Happy's rally. What is this? Why is everything simplified? I need to restart the game. I can't handle that. Please play Disturb the Night. If that's copyrighted music, I'm unable to play that. My stream will then get flagged for copyright violations. So all the music I play is from Epidemic Sound. I have a monthly membership with Epidemic Sound so that I can play their music. So, I mean, if I had my way, I'd be playing, you know, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Def Leppard, Motley Crue. You know, all the stuff I grew up on in the 80s. No. Oh, come on, people! Somebody let me in there. Snow Goose, boot me if that's too far. There we go. There we go. We're in a bunch of rallies. Hopefully everyone set those for 10 minutes, right? 5 minutes? Sam. Sam. I get it, Sam. It's a 5-minute rally, but it takes less than 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. He changed it. What pop does your kingdom usually take? So we generally play a KvK and then skip a KvK and then play a KvK and then skip a KvK. So after this KvK, we'll skip one. We'll, depends on how everyone performs, but I anticipate, we will probably have to ask a handful of people to leave, 2 or 3 people to leave. We generally have 2 or 3 people that leave on their own, and we generally bring in about, anywhere from 5 to 10 in between every KvK. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and start this, Captain. Can we run both of them at once? I forget. If we can, go ahead and pop Lightning Strike too. Yeah, I mean, if it's a absolutely insane KvK where everyone comes out of it, at 62 million power, we may need to skip more than one, but generally, one skip is enough time to allow us to lick our wounds and not get too incredibly bored in off-season. There we go. Slowly popped it. We're good to go. I'm not doing this on my farm. That's just for filling flags and rallies anyway. Sure, the march speed would help a little bit, but generally if I'm filling a flag on my farm, I'm real close to it. Same thing with a rally. Daddy Saint is in our KvK. I believe he is in the I thought he was. No, okay, that's Maxim, sorry. Here we go. Daddy Saint 3303. So we're fighting against him. Rankings are as such, right? Alliance Power, we've got OV, the Imperium Kingdom, in first. Alliance Kills, 1029, we're right up there. 1961, again, that's our enemy in Water Camp, they're second. FN, 1331, they're up in Fire Camp, they're in third. 2112, they're in Earth Camp. They're in fourth, so like I said, it's a fairly even matchup here. So we look at individual kills, 2375, who is in our camp. Wind Camp has a player in first place. There's Daddy Saint. He's in the Water Camp. Myself and Alloys were both, and Uhtred were in the win camp, so I mean it's a promising matchup. Yes, guys, please drop a like. Our goal today is 69. 69 likes, and we zero the master. So swarm that like button. Lost Canyon, these FN guys like to have their names up in first place, right? Seems like they're the ones that keep attacking me all the time. But no biggie. Lost Canyon is Lost Canyon and doesn't mean much. We got one attack we can use though. Might as well shoot for the moon, right? I think I hit him last time. That didn't go so well. Yep, not a crisis. We got everything we needed out of Lost Canyon anyway. We already got the iconic crystal, and now we're just working on blueprints, or excuse me, materials chests. I don't need another flag. I've got, I think, 3 that I haven't even made yet. Yay, they're starting to march now. Well, that one will be home quick. We got to find another fort. It's happy down there. My guess would be Captain Rally this fort. Maybe I don't even need to do rallies. I can just sit back and fill everyone else's. Sir Wolfie's pretty far away. Harlequin's rather close. JPJ, is that cavalry? Yes, it is. They're gonna hate me. That's a 4-minute march. Buds and Nuggets, what are you guys doing way far away over there? Snow Goose is marching now, I think, right? Winnie the Pooh, Buds and Nuggets, they're a ways away. This is easy if I can just fill rallies and I don't have to look for forts, right? We'll play the lazy game. I'm okay with that. If I get a couple marches over there by JPJ and those guys, then I can just fill stuff over there. It's the weekend, man. I put in 62 hours of work this week, Monday through Friday. I worked 3 hours this morning. I probably have another 3 hours to work tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm being lazy. Where does it tell us here? It tells us in here somewhere, right? 0.8%. Snow Goose Rally hitting. Oh, this is Hawkeye. This isn't classified. Y'all confuse me with the Chinese characters in your name. Okay, this ain't classified, right? I don't frickin' know anymore. I don't think he's second in gold headed, and I thought maybe I'm wrong. We can send to Yami's rally, right? Infantry Yami? Screw that. It's easy. He's a ways away. We can go to allies. Clap is rather close by. What the hell troops for those clap? Infantry or cavalry? Are you guys on crack? What's up, Josh? I'm doing well. Yourself? Can we get a Nuggets rally? That's 8 minutes. What's up, Shagwa? In my defense, well, yeah, everyone's running calves. It's faster march. Get there, get out. Hit it and quit it. I mean, I get it, Yami, if you don't have Cav rally, but it just makes it easier, right? Because then you can just, if your troops are marching home from another rally, you can just send them to another Cav rally right away. Nope, I don't use pilots. What's up, Abu? No, I'm not too good for pilots. It's just I take pride in knowing that every single kill point, every single dead troop, every single resource gathered that I have on my account is of my own doing. You know, could it benefit the kingdom if all of our top players ran pilots? Of course it could. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't. It's just not something that I want to do. Not that I don't trust people to get on my account, you know. I would trust Apo, I would trust Forza, you know. It's just, yeah, I mean, if the kingdom can't survive 4 to 6 hours without me while I sleep, then we need to take a look at how we built the kingdom, more so than forcing a high power player to use a pilot, right? I mean, that's my philosophy there. You know, if I get it at Imperium Kingdoms, right? If you got 100 players and a 150 player alliance and they're all using pilots, you pretty much got to counter that on the other side. I understand that, but you know, in a smaller kingdom, a B seed kingdom, a low A seed kingdom, if you can't hold your zone, hold your territory when 1 or 2 players are asleep for 4 to 6 hours, then you know, you need to take a closer look at how you built the kingdom, more so than forcing or asking those players to use pilots. My 2 cents. It might only be worth 1, but it's my 2 cents. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking players who use pilots, okay? It's a personal choice. Do I like the fact that nearly every kingdom is using pilots? No. But it's gone on so long that there's nothing that can be done about it. If Lilith were to all of a sudden start banning players for using pilots, then I feel like they would lose at least 15% of their player base and 50% of their whales. You know, I mean, you just got to plan accordingly and make sure that you have coverage throughout all time zones. You can kind of plan when passes open to an extent based on the forts being built or whatever. There's always something in a KvK that will allow you to kind of move that to a more favorable time zone for you. And we got our 20 forts built in 3 hours and 1 minute. Make sure that we had a pass opening at around 15 UTC. You know, we had 10 alliances in Ark camp and 10 alliances in Earth camp, building forts to ensure that even if the enemy didn't build any forts, we would make that timer. If pass opening was at 4 UTC, that would be very rough for a camp with 3 kingdoms in the North American, or excuse me, the Americas time zone or the European time zone. So, I mean, there are things you can do. What about making players aren't able to burn structures in fixed time? I'm confused by the question. What's about making players aren't able to burn structures in fixed time? I mean, there may be times the kingdom needs to just be on the defensive and just, maybe back flag a few flags just to buy yourself some time until your bigger players get back online. I mean, that's all part of the game. It's all part of the strategy, right? Raz is using archers there. Alright, I guess Arnevsky's back. We can throw a rally up there somewhere. Already launched. What's up, Ape? White, good to see you guys. I might want to hit this heal button though, huh? Where are we at? 2.6, so what, 17, 18 minutes in, we're already halfway there. There's a cough rally. Rec rally. Oh, sorry, he's 10 minutes away, Rec. We're real close to hitting Alliance Gift Level 35, too. I'm hoping we can hit that today. Is this guy close to Shadow Draw? Yeah, 4 minutes. No worries. No worries on the English. It's all good. You speak better English than Mad Mania does. Developers make an update to add cooldown time. I mean, that's why we play on the international servers, though, right? Part of KvK is that uptime, downtime, and how far can you push your enemy during their downtime. And how good can you hold during your downtime? That's just all part of the game. How do I do that thing to switch rallies to the closest? All I do is I pick the rally and I go to add my troops to it. And then if I'm clicking on my marches, right, it'll tell me how long until a march gets there. I don't know if there's a way to change it to closest, but when you're looking at the rallies, right, it tells you how far they are away from your city. And I'm sorry, there's some vacuuming going on outside the office door here, so I'm just going to mute for about 2 to 4 minutes.
собой напрасно.
All right, you may still hear some residual background noise, but the bulk of it has moved down the hallway into the kitchen now. Yeah, it's good to see you, Jared. Where you been? What you been up to? Of course, Winnie is right next to Shadow. Focusing on real life, I quit the game, just pilot sometimes. Hey, that keeps you involved and keeps you playing, so hey. As long as you enjoy doing that, right? What do I say all the time? Life is short. If you ain't having fun doing something, don't do it. we at? 3.6, so that's what? 7 more? Did I get kicked from someone's rally there? Should we be mean to Mad Mania and make him wait 14 minutes? Very nice. We're at 3.8. We're in 5 rallies right now, so 1 more after this and I should be done. On my private jet. Yeah, right. I wish. If I was rich enough to have a private jet, I wouldn't be playing this game. No, my wife is cleaning the house day. So she is vacuuming down the hallway in the kitchen. I apologize for the background noise. You know, it's been raining, you got a dog, tracks mud all over the house, so it takes a little bit of extra time. Oh, what's for dinner, Captain? What are you making us tonight? One of your sauerkraut pizzas? There goes Yami with the infantry again and Dave with the archers. I guess you guys don't want my troops in your rallies. Tupac with infantry. What did I see in my wife? She made me laugh. We had fun hanging out together. We were probably friends for a good 6 months before things got, you know, going. Really. I mean that if you can be best friends with the person that you're involved with, that's a huge bonus. So first came the friendship and the compatibility thing, and after that, the rest is just icing on the cake. I think we're in enough rallies to get our 5%, but we'll keep running some rallies so people can join them if they still need it. Yona, I mean, I guess any woman that can tolerate me has got to be a good woman, right? Hello. May I ask about your profile topic? How did you achieve it? Anyone speak Russian here? This translator may not be translating it correctly. Hey, what's going on, St. Julian? Think she needs your medal for Osiris League? Or the profile picture? I mean, that's just Jordan Love, right? Can I ask you about your profile topic achievement? How you did it? I mean, does she mean the red fiery background here? Does she mean... Yeah, I don't know. How's Jolene today? Any soccer matches you're going to this weekend? I don't know, Emil. I don't know. We'll see if she answers. All right, we can get some troops in here now. I'm done joining every rally. We'll keep running them for a little bit in case people still need to join some, but okay, he's going way up here. Okay. Are there only how many troops are in that rally? What the hell? Okay, all right, we're full. Oh, goodness. $50 rallies for this Crystal Lucerne. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at that too. I thought it was, yeah, 50. So we're at 30. We've got the Barbarians done. We've got the troop training done. Sovereign keys, yeah. Maybe during More Than Gems we'll spend on some sovereign keys. I think all our weekly stuff is done. So yeah, 30 more forts, nice 200 points there. We're already at a level 11. Unfortunately, there are 36 days until we can purchase everything. Do I know how to get a commander to view 3 columns? So, I don't know, Dan, if you see this little thing right here. That's what I was missing, because I asked support. I'm like, okay, these are my PC specs. I'm running an ultra wide monitor. You can't tell me my system won't support this. And they were talking about, well, change your native resolution on your monitor and connect to a different monitor, or this, that, and the other thing. Right? And finally, one of them said, well, did you click the little arrow? So I hear you. I'm an idiot too, because I went to support and asked them. And they're asking me everything. What's your CPU? What's your GPU? What resolution are you running? Blah, 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 blah. And finally, after like 2 days of back and forth with support, one of them says, well, did you click the little arrow? So I'm right there with you, Dan. I completely missed that myself. I mean, in the settings, there is a setting in here to display 3 columns. I think it's set to auto by default. So it is somewhere in customization, right? So I mean, there was at least 2 or 3 days that I was messing with the setting in here. I know it's in here. So here, expanded commander panel, right? I would turn it on, I would turn it off, I would turn it off, then I would change my resolution, I would restart the game, and then I turn it back on for like 2 days until I finally reached out to support. But I don't know what you guys want me to do here. Oh, change your monitor resolution. I'm like, it's an ultra wide monitor. You want me to change it to a different aspect ratio? Everything's gonna look goofy then. Yeah, I saw that. You can, right? You can click on here and set your favorite commanders. So they appear at the top. I've gotten so used to where they are that I just let it ride. Shit, Nevsky come home. Yep, let's throw another rally up for these guys. I'm fine with the quality of life changes, right? Most of it is great. The problem is, I think there are bigger things they need to fix. I think matchmaking is still an issue. I think lag is still an issue. I mean, when I go to spectate somebody's KvK, I get incredible lag for like the first 5 minutes I'm watching. I never had that before, so something changed there. All the new SVIP stuff, right? That's all fine and dandy, right? But let's add. Why add this with only one background? Start this off. Have 2 or 3 different backgrounds. There's no way in hell that I want my troops to be shitting out little flowers when they march. The birds, the cranes flying around my city, I think that looks stupid as all hell. I mean, it just strikes me as odd that they only got one background for these. The SVIP, those are your highest spenders in the game, right? Give them some choices. And let's find one here. I will say this every single stream. Where are you guys? Captain, where's your city? I thought you were over near me somewhere. This is the ugliest city skin I have ever seen. I mean, these are castles, for Pete's sake. They're not unicorn ships in the middle of a landmass. I think Apo, so they have 3 levels of creators, right? There's apprentice, that's where I am. There is associate, that's where Apo is, and then there is partner. I believe Chisgull, maybe Omniarch are partner creators. This, you know, I feel like I'm watching a Disney movie. I look at this and I want to go get some cotton candy or a bag of frickin' Skittles. You know, it's not Fisher-Price Place that time. This is a war game. Okay, you put a little mask over the unicorn. Oh boy, it's a war unicorn now. You know, that is such a powerful skin. And it looks like utter trash. You know, I mean, there are some really sweet skins out here. I love the look of Twilight Falls. That is badass. Right? Dynastic Conqueror, that's another one. It looks super sexy. But some of them are just silly as hell. Are we trying to appeal to 12-year-olds to come to this game? Because the only way they're spending money is if they get mommy and daddy's credit card out of the mommy and daddy's wallet or purse. But there are some people that really like this skin. So, I mean, you know, what's the other thing I say all the time? 2 things, right? Life is short. If you ain't having fun doing something, don't do it. And opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Okay, all right. C 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. Oh wow. 8, 8, 9, 1, 5, 1. If this is a gingerbread house, Dan, you're banned. All right, at least it's not the gingerbread house. That's a nice looking skin. I'll give you that. Farmer or fighter? Since we're on Dirty Dan City, guys, what do you think here? Farmer or fighter? Based on the ID number, my guess is, Dan, you started out in the 1400 kingdom range. 31 million deads, very respectable. 8 billion kill points. Pumpkin says farmer. Wow, 1779. Wow. my my governor ID. I think it's like in the 12 millions. Yeah. I started in 1207. So last KvK I got an Autric inscription, but it didn't count in here, which seems rather silly. If you get top 10 in kills, deads, or heals, and get an Autric reward from that, it does not count in these stats. Be kind of nice for it to count in there so people could see that you did your job, right? But it is what it is. What's the main idea of tides? So every 5 or so days you have different tides that change, right? You have personal directives that you can select. I selected the one at the start of this KvK to reduce the crystals needed to upgrade the Crystal Mine Crystal Research Center, so that I didn't have to spend as many crystals to level those up. But you can also choose this one, increases the amount of certain resource items you earn and level 1 resource packs by defeating barbarians. So get more resources by killing barbs. Increases the max healing potions you can earn each day by 500,000. Increases honor points from defeating barbs. Okay. There are alliance directives. The directive we're running right now is you destroy barbarian forts to gain march speed. During this tide, it lasts for 3 hours. You can pop it once. It happens several times throughout the KvK, but you get 0.2% of march speed up to 5% for destroying a fort. So ultimately, if you do your 20 forts, you're going to get 5% extra march speed in the KvK. Lightning Strike, faster rallies, 1-minute rallies on forts rather than 5-minute rallies on forts. You know, the next personal directives we have to do with gathering speed. Increase your speed by 50%, but you don't get the extra resources. Or refining. Earn crystals when gathering food, wood, stone, and gold. There's a maximum limit you can get there. You get extra honor points for gathering food, wood, stone, or gold. So tides of war are the different tides that take place throughout the KvK. There are some fairly powerful ones, right? You can decrease the burn time on flags. You can... Oh, Captain, remind me here. You can build a certain number of... You can turn a certain number of flags into those archer towers. You can build forts twice as fast during some tides. So there's a lot of fun stuff and different stuff in this KvK that you can utilize and do so in a very strategic manner. You know, like we have 29 PK, which is a farm in our alliance or in our coalition. Or no, they're in the other coalition, right? So if you have a farm alliance that pops the burning flag tide, you just got to make sure that the last touch on that flag to burn that flag is done by that alliance, and it burns at twice the rate as a normal burn. So I like this KvK format. It's got 4 camps. It's not 8 camps. It's not 6 camps. You know, we already have 4 kingdoms per camp, so that's a lot of diplomacy right there. Nope, there are no... Well, later on, is one artifact that you can do. Just one. You know, it's not like, I think, what is it, Orleans? Where you've got 20 different artifacts that you can put on different commanders, but then you can't use the commander skills, right? So I like it. I enjoy it. This and Heroic Anthem are probably my 2 favorites. We will never do a Nile KvK again. If leadership in 1029 wants to do Nile ever again, I'll go play another KvK elsewhere and then come back. Strife of the Eight, the last Strife of the Eight we did had something crazy like 32 kingdoms in it. Diplomacy was an absolute nightmare, so I would prefer we never do that again. You know, we had a choice between Storm of Stratagems or Tides of War, this KvK, and the kingdom voted for Tides. Never done Stratagems, never done Orleans. I'd like to do Orleans. You know, I think Orleans would be fun with every single commander other than 6 expertise. I think that would give me a lot of options for Orleans KvK. We'll do Strife before we ever do Nile again. Diplo should be done by AI, ChatGPT. You know, it's not necessarily the Diplo in the beginning of KvK that's rough, right? It's at the end of KvK. You know, but that's why we made a contract for whoever we allied with. Right? We have gotten burned in our last 2 KvKs by having lower DKP. Thus, our allied camp gets the star at the end. Okay, we may have lower DKP, but we won every zone we participated in, right? We didn't lose a zone. We didn't lose an altar. Yet last KvK, they lost zone 5. They lost several altars. So, you know, they had higher DKP. Our aggressive playstyle leads to lower DKP as well. Because we'll swarm a flag to get it on fire rather than send 10 rallies at it and take more deads that way. So our contract is if you win zone 5, you get 100 points. If you win zone 6, you get 100 points. Every altar you win before Kingsland is 20 points. Best overall DKP after Kingsland fighting is done is 100 points. Camp with the most points at the end wins the star. Okay, it leads to absolutely no room for speculation. Right? In the event that an enemy camp provides no fights at all, then this contract is null and void. I agree. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. It is so easy to manipulate DKP. Our last KvK, we saw a player with insane DKP on our scans. Right? But they were, and it was from deads, but they were absolutely nowhere to be found in the Autric top 10. Okay, if you're top 10 in deads in the kingdom scans, why aren't you listed there in the Autric rewards? Well, because you're taking T1, T2, T3 deads. You know, I guess it was a city that was zeroed back in home kingdom. Okay, well, that home kingdom DKP is counting towards KvK, and you know, it's just DKP can be manipulated 100%. You know, you could have a mega Kraken go back to home kingdom and have a whole shit ton of farms just swarm them, so that it increases that person's DKP. I mean, there's a ton of ways that you can manipulate DKP. So that's why we came up with a contract for this KvK. It's our first one using that contract, and Earth Camp was very receptive to that, because there's a kingdom in Earth Camp that saw us, for lack of a better term, dominate last KvK and get screwed out of the star at the end. You know, but the last thing we want to do is fight an ally. Last KvK, we agreed. DKP wins the star. We're not going to break our word and say, okay, fuck it. You know, we're going back on what we said, and now we want to fight you guys for it. That's just not how we are. Leaving a fort in zone 5 that's finished just to fun. Yeah, I mean, there's 100 million ways you can manipulate DKP. And I guarantee you, when kingdoms go into a KvK, so let's use our last KvK for example, right? And I'm not trying to talk negatively about the Fire Camp, who are our allies last KvK, but the kingdom mails that they were sending out were quite a bit different than the camp mails that we were sending out. The mails that we were sending out in our camp were, okay, let's fight for these objectives. We need to win these objectives. The Kingdom mails that Fire Camp was sending out were, okay, we need to beat Earth Camp and DKP. And, oh, by the way, we want to win the zone too. And I get it. Different kings, different leaders motivate their people differently. But when our focus is not, okay, let's beat our allies in DKP, it's let's win this fucking war, versus their focus being, okay, let's beat our allies in DKP, and if we win the war, we'll get the star. Okay, it's just different mindset. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect kingdoms that were in Fire Camp last KvK. There were some very good people there. I just think that had we known now what we knew at the beginning of that KvK, the talks would have been a lot different. I mean, everyone in everyone in Wind Camp, everyone in Water Camp that I talked to said Earth Camp deserves a star. Why are you guys letting Fire Camp take the star? And I get it. A lot of that is trying to break the trust between allies, trying to get rewards for their own camp to say, oh, if you want to fight Fire Camp, we're going to come and help you. No, I don't play that game. 1029 doesn't play that game. We agreed to DKP before the last KvK. We honored our word. But we learned lessons from it, and we made this contract for future KvKs. I mean, the reputation of 1029 is... Ooh, that's a nice one. Means more to me than a star on the banner. Right? Many other kingdoms these days would have said, well, we don't agree. Fuck it, we're going to fight you. Right? There's so much of that going on in this game today. Betrayals, backstabbing, backdoor deals with what were enemy kingdoms. It brings a lot of mistrust. I think the game has moved in a direction where the Autrix split is not so one-sided anymore. Just to many of the newer kingdoms, that star on their banner, that's what they want. And I get it. I understand, right? To me, the star on the banner, that's just cosmetic. That's cosmetic. That means absolutely nothing. If I'm joining a kingdom, if I'm looking to join a new kingdom, the last thing I'm looking at is the number of stars on their banner. I want to know I'm joining a quality kingdom with good leadership that communicates well with the members in that kingdom and that has fun. I'm not joining a kingdom simply for the stars on their banner. The moon would be nice on the banner, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to go cry in a corner if we don't have it. Right? To an earlier kingdom, the stars are important because they recruit players. Hey, we've won, we won 15 KvKs. Okay, good for you. Your alliance I could easily change our alliance description to say never lost to KvK. Right? And that's what I find funny, right? You'll see some alliances, we're 7-1 in KvK, with the 1 star on their banner. Are you really 7-1 then? To me and many of the players in 1029, a successful KvK is a fun KvK where we get great fights. Does it hurt sometimes if we don't all get an Autric inscription and we all feel like we deserve one? Absolutely. Absolutely, but it is what it is. All right, is everyone got their 5%? Do I need to run more rallies here? Yeah, that's a good question, Fub. I will, there's our Kingdom Rules, Farm, Sunset Canyon, on your account. Let me take a screenshot for you. I don't know if you're in chat here. Desktop. Where's desktop? There we go. Did we hit? Oh yeah, we hit 70 likes, didn't we? All right, we'll have to set that up on a future stream. Thunder. So we'll just pay attention to this KvK. to when he goes offline, and we'll do that we'll do that on a future stream. I will shield. Do you guys all have 5%, or do you need me to run some more rallies? Dave, we're just fucking with you, dude. Let me pop another rally for these guys in case they need it. In just a second, then we'll jump to your coordinates there, Captain. If I can even find a level 5 fort, goodness gracious, y'all cleared them out of here pretty damn good. Oh, move, screen, move already. It's gonna be a rough KvK if this system acts like this. I didn't press it. All right, where's Captain want us to go now? C 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Which one was it? Well, that's our KvK. Yeah, he's not shielded. Not yet. We'll bookmark it though, right? Well, I don't need a bookmark. We can find R4s. We can find it. I will never sleep. I didn't realize he is R5, King of the Kingdom. Very nice. I'm getting 4 pilots now. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to go watch some college football. The only other person I see streaming right now. When does Evermania stream start? .38 p.m. It says on the 15th. That was yesterday. Well, it looks like Gold Gaming is streaming now. I think he hablas en español or Portuguese or Spanish. I don't know. But he's the only Rise of Kingdoms content creator I see out there streaming. So we're going to send you over there just so you have something to watch. Appreciate you all hanging out while we did some forts today. The time went by a lot quicker. And probably not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Bears Packers. Go Pack Go. Bears still suck. So in any case, once again, Snow Goose, thank you for the gifted memberships. You get to Gold Gaming. It's a hashtag Lambo Raid. I don't know if he even knows me, but he's streaming. He's playing rock. There we go. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.